Hey guys, Justin here with my first vlog for logging. So those of you that are wanting to get into driving log truck, I just kind of want to give you a quick idea of what to expect. So it varies from state to state, but I had to get up at 10:45 p.m. and leave my house no later than 11:15 p.m. so I can make it way back in the woods where I need to go to pick up my first load by 1 o'clock. So you can expect to survive off of less than 8 hours of sleep Monday through Friday, and then on Sundays you go to bed early as well. So you're typically up either before midnight or around midnight, and then you're working anywhere from 10 to 14 hours in a day. And you come home, you get about an hour to 2 hours of relaxation, time to eat, and take a shower, spend time with the family, and then you're in bed. And then you gotta get as much sleep as you can. You probably already done your research, and you know that driving a log truck is pretty dangerous. Logging in general is dangerous, but it's a need that almost every state should have. It helps prevent forest fires. It's for those of you hunters out there that understand what the conservation of wildlife is, it's the same thing for the forest. So I'm gonna have people write negative comments on this video saying that they hate loggers and we're destroying Mother Nature, and in all reality, I came from that California fire. I lived near that fire, and it started out there at Whiskey Town. Whiskey Town is gone, just burnt everything, and it even made it all the way to Shasta Lake. I ended up getting evacuated twice out there, and it's because we don't log that area. If we were to log all the overgrowth and all the dead stuff and replant the good stuff, the fire wouldn't have been as out of control as it was. So anyways, back to log truck. You can also expect to have a truck with a lot of horsepower, most likely an 18-speed. Those of you that are driving automatics, because I've done that too, you are going to have a bit of a hard time going from an automatic over the road to driving an 18-speed. So I suggest that you learn how to float gears. And if you're in truck school right now watching this video, I suggest asking your instructor when you guys go out and ride together if he'll help you float. When you take your test, they're going to make you double clutch like I had to do. At least I believe they will. Do that, right? Learn how to do that. But I highly suggest that you learn how to float gears. That is a skill that you have to have, especially driving log truck. Typically, most places only haul 80,000. Log trucks have every truck I've had at least has had a digital scale. I have it right down here beside my door, and it shows in pounds on my drives and my trailer, and then my gross weight. DOT is typically more lenient for log truck drivers because you're not always loading on a even surface. You're in mud all the time. So it's hard to get your weights right, but if you can get pretty close, I think they allow you like $2,000 over gross and over 1,000 on your axles. So for those of you that are in truck school watching this video, you'll learn all your weights and everything. And every company is different too as far as their regulations. Let's see, what else can I cover here? So truck weights. Transmission, most likely going to be an Eaton Fuller 18-speed. Don't get discouraged when you look at one. They're super easy. It's basically, if any of you guys have driven a Super 10, it's a Super 10 that you can switch high and low range on along with splitting gears. But you need a lot of horsepower because you're pulling out of holes a lot. Like you'll load down low. Oh, camera went out of focus here. You will load down in a hole usually and end up having to get pushed and pull yourself out of a hole. Yesterday was my first day back on the job, and I didn't get hardly any sleep. So I ended up basically getting nothing for sleep and then working 14 hours, and that was just absolutely miserable. Pay-wise, I made about $320 yesterday for 14 hours. Out here where I'm at, I typically make about $300 a day. From what I understand, most logging companies, it's getting hot in here. Most logging companies or truck companies that haul logs, you're paid once a month, at least in the state I'm in. But I get an advance on the 1st and then paycheck on the 15th. So basically, I can pay myself twice a month. So I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Driving a log truck is extremely dangerous. I mean, I can't stress that enough. You can't be an idiot, guys. You can't be an idiot. You have to pay attention. Do not be an idiot. I see people get killed, and it's usually due to something just stupid. Really important. Summertime. Expect to throw chains on your truck during the summertime. If it rains a little bit, you're going to be throwing a full set of chains. That means chains on both drive axles, so that's 4 chains back there, and then at least 1 steer chain. Oh my God. That's probably the worst part about this job is it's summer out. All these over-the-road guys aren't dealing with chains, but we're out here in the woods fighting in the mud, and a lot of times you can't walk up these hills barefoot, so you got to put chains on. Anyways, if there's stuff I didn't cover or you guys have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them in the comments, and I'll try to respond whenever I can. Have a good one.